Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome back to a video.
Holy shit, we are back at it again.
Been a minute. We've had some things happen. We are back, and we're back in the studio today.
For once.
When was the last time we made a video together in here?
It's been a hot minute.
Ages.
Hot minute.
So, today, we have something we are going to be calling the Shaffordable Showdown. Buford.
Yes.
What does that mean?
We go online.
Yep.
Go to any guitar auction website.
Yes.
Could be eBay, could be Amazon. Well,
Guitar Center, whatever.
anything.
Music Around.
Yeah. Anything really.
Yep.
But has to be $60 or less.
Yeah. So we are going to each buy a guitar for $60 to $65 or less, shipped.
Shipped.
Has to be shipped.
Yep.
So that's a big deal.
So you can't be like, oh, it's $60 for the guitar, but then another $25 to ship it. No, it's all of it.
All in for $60 to $65, which turned out to be very difficult, by the way. Anyways, so we're going to take each guitar and we're going to shoot them out. We have a leaderboard over here with some categories that we're going to be judging these on. Now, here's the interesting part. I have no idea what Buford bought.
I have no idea what Zach bought.
It's going to be a surprise, and we are going to reveal them now. Buford.
Yes.
Who would like to go first?
I think I took it more serious than you.
Did you?
I think yes.
Okay.
Because you just kept saying, like, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this. And then I bought my guitar.
Right.
And then you showed up with the Bush Lake guitar. And I was like, I took this the complete wrong way. I thought we were being kind of serious about this.
Well, I changed my direction a bit. We'll explain that a little more. But I bought a guitar and then I built it after a couple of drinks. And then I realized at that point that I could no longer use it in the competition because it would be cheating.
Yeah.
And so I've got another guitar. But okay, Buford, you took this more seriously. Let's see what you've got.
Okay. So mine was $59 with tax shipped.
That's pretty good.
I bought it for $55, I think, and then with tax was like $4.
Reasonable.
So
where was your
and it
place
was
of
free
purchase?
shipping. He free shipped it, which is why I bought it. So
where was your place of purchase?
eBay.
eBay. Right. Okay. Let's see this magnificent instrument that will certainly be better than everything else.
We have the world's shittiest gig bag.
I did notice it was relatively awful.
BCP.
What does that mean?
Best care product.
Oh, it's useless. Don't ever use one of those. It's not good.
I think you're actually going to like this.
You're gonna hate
the reason
mine.
why I bought it was because it's pretty cool.
Okay, let's see.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. Oh, I like it already. Oh, your tuners are better than mine. Ooh, look at that color.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see that. You have a. Is that plywood?
I don't know. It took F1 oil, so whatever it is, it's wood.
That color is sweet.
Yeah, I know.
Binding for $50?
I told you I took this seriously.
God damn, man. Oh, is that short scale?
I don't know. I measured it and it's 20. It feels short, but it's not.
Huh.
I think it's because the neck is more in the body than like a normal Strat is.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have more of a competition than I thought. That's actually quite nice.
Yes.
That's a good guitar for $60.
This was 99% functional.
99.
Yes.
Okay.
The only reason I say it wasn't functional is because the low E was missing the screw out of the tuner, so I stole one of yours.
Figured, yeah.
Right. But besides that, nothing else on this guitar needed fixed.
Interesting.
But here's the thing, though.
Okay.
I have yet to plug this in.
Okay, so you don't know if
So I don't know if it's functioning.
Yeah, so
But
another rule here is you can modify the guitar to your liking as long as it costs no money.
right, laying around the house.
And you can't use any good parts. Like we can't
That may not
use
be in frame.
we can't use brand wound pickups. We can't do anything fancy. If something is broken, it has to be replaced with something equally crappy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is a good effort there, Buford. I am surprised.
Here we go.
I have fine, you can't hurt it. I have made a guitar that I have wanted since I was in middle school.
Oh boy.
So
He's made this.
I have, well, ish.
Okay.
The bass guitar, and you'll love this because I already have you beat, cost $50
Okay.
with an amp
With an amp.
shipped.
Okay. Beat me by $9.
$9 there, and what I have done is
Oh boy.
it is a Strat style guitar.
Oh boy.
I've made a stickered Strat, right?
Okay.
The Billy Joe Armstrong Green Day Strat is my inspiration for this.
Now, I have a question.
Yes.
Did it come stickered, or did you put all these stickers on there?
I stickered it. It did not come with the stickers. If it did, I would have geeked out even more.
Okay.
I did have to put the stickers on it. But my goal was I want a humbucker because I think that's how I win. So I have a humbucker. It's crap, but it's a humbucker.
Okay.
So my guitar showed up relatively not functional, unfortunately. It was either missing or broken the low E tuner,
Okay.
which I had to replace, and I replaced it with the crappiest tuner that I had on hand. Your tuners, well, some of them, are much better than mine because these are not good at all. Those are at least sealed gear. And it came with this fetching strap as well. And it is
Appropriate.
this is a first act, my friend.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
This is quite an action. Yeah. Quite good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, so it showed up with the tuner missing. I think it had a saddle missing. The tone control did not work at all. The pickup didn't really work well. The jack was broken. When you're buying a $60 guitar, should expect issues. All three of them had some sort of issue. But look at it. It doesn't look that bad.
Now, you said all of this was $50.
Yes.
Where did you get it from?
I got it from eBay.
Okay, so both eBay.
Local eBay as well. This was from Columbus.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so I think that's why the guy did it for such a
Okay.
low price. Yeah, it was like 50, maybe $52 all in, shipped with that little tiny micro amp over there, which sounds awful.
where?
Yeah, exactly. It's terrible. It doesn't matter. So we are going to run both of these guitars into some amps. Buford will have the amp of his choice, and we'll run through those, both guitars, and then I will have the amp of my choice, and we will run through those as well. We're not going to use crappy amps. I draw the line there.
I have 1 point to make.
Yes.
So you only spent $52.
Ish.
I spent $59.
Yeah.
I had to do almost no work to mine,
Yeah.
while you pretty much had to do almost a fair amount of restoring.
I did, yeah. This
here's the
would
thing.
have cost a bit.
Right, but here's the thing. If you being you, working on the guitars for the last 10 years,
Yeah.
you just have these plethora of extra shitty parts laying around,
Yeah.
you can do this.
Yes.
But if somebody who wants to, hey, I want to learn guitar, but I don't want to go spend $130 on an Epiphone SL or whatever,
Yeah.
who wins?
I was really hoping you wouldn't bring it up. Because if you took this guitar to a tech the way it was, they would have been like, yeah, dog, this is going to cost you $100 to fix.
Oh, more than that. They would have charged you $100 in labor alone.
It was a bit of work. Yes, it did. Yeah. But we're good with guitars, so that's fine. Yeah. So, the Shaffordable Showdown, obviously, if you don't know what Shaffordable means, it means affordable, but it's also a bit...
Shit.
Yeah. These, though, better than I expected, I
Yes.
must admit. These aren't that bad.
Yeah. I expected
so-
much worse.
I did as well. Granted, I ended up with 3 cheap guitars because, you know, when we do things, we tend to overdo things a bit. And I thought he was going to buy a second one, but he ended up not doing it.
Well, I got outbidded, and it was like
that's
the bid
right, yeah,
was more than the guitar was worth, and I was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, so I've given one to Buford, which I may as well at least show you guys. This is the original guitar that I was going to use for the Shaffordable Showdown, but once I was done giving it a bit of a makeover, I decided that was cheating.
Oh my God, that's good.
Because Buford is quite the fan of Busch Light, if you don't know him. And I got this guitar, and this is a great guitar, by the way. This is way better than that one as a guitar.
Yes.
And this was $60 as well, 60 even. And I got this thing, and I had 1 or 2 glasses of bourbon, and then I thought, you know what? There's a 12-pack of Busch Light sitting there empty. I wonder if I could make a Busch Light collage. And yeah,
And he did.
it did. It's really this guitar is staying.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What are you doing with yours? You gonna give it away? You gonna keep it?
I'll probably give it away.
Okay.
I don't need to keep it.
All right, so we'll give this one away, maybe to one of you guys. Maybe we'll run a contest or something. My guitar is pre-given away, and so is the other one. So I guess you'll get that one. Somebody will. So let's move on to part 2, where we listen to what these things sound like. Hey, what's going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Shaffordable Showdown part
2.
Nice.
I can't.
That was good. That was simultaneous. So,
I can't stop smelling this. This is so good.
Buford's in his own little world over there smelling his whiskey. And today we are going to be comparing 2 cheap guitars. This is the cheap guitar challenge. We had to buy a guitar shipped to our houses for $60 or less.
Which we accomplished somehow.
Somehow we managed to do that. And we have 2 guitars here, and we're going to play them. So, we have an amp behind us here.
Sure do.
We're not using a cheap amp. I do apologize for that. If you would like us to use a cheap amp, sorry. So we have a Marshall JCM 2000 DSL back here into a 1979 Marshall 4x12 cabinet, straight cab. And we are going to see what these guitars sound like, feel like, how stable they are. All of these categories right here. So,
Okay.
I don't know if you can see that. It's probably not in frame. Here we are. Here's our categories. We're going to be judging these later after we've played them. Buford is going to play his guitar. I'm going to play mine. And then we're going to swap.
Yep.
We felt that was the most fair way to do it. We are going to judge each other's guitars.
Yep.
Because if we didn't, we'd probably just say, this is amazing, it's the best guitar ever built, and I win.
Pretty much.
Because we're a little bit competitive. So, guitars, man. Look at them.
Guitars.
If you didn't see part 1, go check that out where we do the reveal. Because Buford had no idea what I bought.
Yep.
And I had no idea what he bought. So we did the reveal in part 1 and we talked about them. This is about the performance of the guitar. So we are going to be judging based on tone,
Okay.
playability, feel, tuning stability, and cool factor.
Cool factor.
Which I'm going to win. See? That's why we can't judge our own guitars right there. So yeah, Buford, you have a guitar, you have an amp, you have a pretty amazing cable there.
A banging cable.
That's an amazing cable made by, what's that? What's the name? Divine Noise, I believe?
Divine Noise, yes.
Divine Noise cable that cost more than both of these 2 guitars combined. But it's great. So,
without further ado,
have at it there, Buford.
let's get into it. Not bad.
For a $60 guitar with single coils?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me explain what he's talking about here. Normally, when you have a cheap guitar with single coils, they're really low output
Yep.
with really strong ceramic magnets.
Yep.
And when you stand next to the amp and you play it, it hurts your ears.
Squeals.
It's so bright and so obnoxious, but that isn't that. I'm very shocked by this.
Might have to take a multimeter to it later and see what's going on.
I'm curious to open it up and see what's inside. I might take a look at that. I'm curious because they don't sound half bad. All right, Buford, keep going. Let's go.
Let's keep going?
Yep.
Okay, let's do some licks. Do it on this.
Yeah, they are the smidgen difficult to play.
Well, these also have 11s.
Right, yeah.
On a Fender scale, which is a no-no.
Yeah, it is.
So...
Oh, I'm in trouble here. That doesn't sound that bad.
It doesn't.
Well, I don't have a neck pickup, but could you maybe give us a bit of neck pickup since you have
neck
one?
Pickup. Okay.
Wowzers.
Not bad.
I mean...
That's better than I thought.
That is better than the majority of the guitars that I've heard in this price range, I would say.
Yes.
Like, Buford and I are very familiar with this price range. We used to be there at one
We
point
were.
in time.
We were there.
We were there before we, you know...
Had jobs and parents were only paying.
Yeah, and so now we have quite nice things now, and so it's kind of refreshing to get back to, you know, what we were used to when we were kids. It's actually
Your beginnings.
This kind of brings me back some memories of the Turd. The Turd. I had a Strat nicknamed the Turd. It was our test guitar, and this reminds me a lot of that.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of fun. But yeah, that's not bad. That's kind of shocking, actually. So now we got our bitchin' cable here. We're gonna plug it in. No noise.
So
there.
the cool thing about this cable, we'll talk about this for a split second.
Yep.
So there's no
noise.
There's no noise.
There's a disconnect on it.
There's a reason, because there's a ground disconnect on it.
Yep.
So
when you plug it
you
in,
can plug it in and out, and it's not going to blow up your amp.
Yeah, you don't need to put your amp on standby or anything. Really cool. We're not sponsored by Divine Noise or anything like that, but they're really cool. You should go check them out. So, we have another Strat here. We both ended up with Strat style guitars.
Which is kind of not surprising.
In this price range, it's kind of what you would expect, really, because there's not much else. My thing was I had to have a humbucker. When I was buying my guitar, that was crucial. And I got it. It's a crappy humbucker, but it's a humbucker. And I think that's phenomenal in this price range. So, let's take a listen to this guitar, which is kind of like punk rock. This is late 1990s, early 2000s. That's what I'm going for here.
As you can tell by all the other stickers on it.
Right. So, let's have a listen, shall we?
Angled cable and a Strat.
Let's go that way with it. There we go.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Not awful.
When you have the cable, L cable, that's heavy on a Strat, angle it down.
Yep.
It works best.
Gravity.
Yeah. Right. That's not too bad, really. Honestly, for $60, totally passable. This guitar, and that guitar for that matter, at $60 are better than some guitars that I've had that have been hundreds, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
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 I mean, we got lucky here, I think.
We did.
Because normally when you're buying in this price range, it's crap.
Yeah, you
Utterly
expect sharp frets, no
Yeah.
tunability, just sounds god-awful.
Yeah.
Everything is just bad.
And these really are not that. I'm genuinely surprised. If you are a beginner and you're buying your first guitar, if this is all you have to spend, please go to somebody who knows guitars really well to help you buy something.
Yes.
Don't just go and buy a $60 guitar because it's a disaster.
Yes.
Come to us. If you're a beginner, we'll show you whatever. Yep. We'll help you buy a guitar.
We'll loan you something until you can get something decent.
Yeah, we'll help you buy a nice guitar. But if you do know guitars and you have a little bit of knowledge and you're looking for something a little bit better than that, just spend a little bit more money if you can.
Wait another month or two.
Spend $100 guitar is so much better than a $60 guitar.
Oh, 100%.
It's
Unbelievably.
the law of diminishing returns there. As you go up in price, guitars, when you start out really cheap, it makes a big difference every step up you go.
Yep.
Whereas we get some of these, like a few $1,000s, that starts to level out a little bit. Like, as you go up in price, a $5,000 guitar isn't necessarily that much better than a $10,000 guitar. It's very slight. But with these cheaper guitars, man, it makes a big difference on how much you spend. But you know what? Some people only have $60 to spend on a guitar, and you cannot go wrong with either of these, I think.
I don't think so.
It's pretty good. Buford, are you ready to swap and judge?
Yeah, let's do a little spit swap here.
Yep. I had to process that for a minute. I guess, well, we don't really need the cable. We'll just set that down here. Let's quiet the Marshall down, shall we?
Okay, we can do that.
It's a little noisy. Who's going first here?
I played first. I guess you can score first?
Okay.
Or whichever way?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Here's a whiteboard.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, you could toss it if you'd like.
I don't want to ruin the tuning stability.
Oh, that's right. Here's your marker. We have a red marker because why not? Buford.
Yes.
What is our first category?
Well, you're gonna laugh at this. It's tone.
Gee, is it? Okay, so our category here, what are we comparing to? What is our out of 10 going to... Because we can't really compare to these because it's unfair.
I'm going to say, how is it to the ear? 1 or a 0 being it's ear piercing, it sucks ass.
Yeah.
10 being it passes, like it's tolerable. Like you can play this and it's not gonna
like for a
make you
mid-range guitar.
Yes, it's not gonna make you want to stop playing.
Right. Okay. So we're going to base this on kind of a mid-level guitar. We're not going to base it off the expensive stuff because it's unfair. Do you know I wanted to hate this with every ounce of my being?
I know you did.
Because it has 3 single coils and it's extremely cheap and it should sound awful.
Terrible.
But it doesn't. And that's unfortunate for me. Those are not magnets. It's going to be ceramic, but still, that's interesting. Do you know what? For being a $60 guitar out of 10 points for tone, I gotta give that a solid 7.5.
Okay. Wow.
I'm gonna be generous there because that is quite a nice sounding cheap single coil guitar. One of the better that I've heard, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. Playability. Give it that little noodle.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, this does have 11s on it. How's that neck look? I had to straighten the fuck out of it.
Let's take a look here.
Is it still pretty Bowie?
It's not great.
Let me take a look at that real quick. I just want to make
It's
sure.
more bowed on one side than it is the other.
Well, it's straighter than what it was.
Really?
Oh, actually not that side. That side's fucked. Maybe put that in D standard?
I see now why you didn't want 11.
I didn't want 11s.
That's crap, man. If you get this guitar, get given it. We'll fix all of this for you.
I'm gonna put 9s on it. We're gonna give it the rundown.
Okay. Oop. It's a little out. Let's go up here. Do you know it's not the worst guitar I've ever played?
It's not.
Not by a long shot, actually, but the action is a bit high for my liking.
Yeah.
Even for a mid-level guitar, it's a little extra medium. The frets feel nice.
It needs a little bit of nut work. Definitely. It needs not 11s.
Yeah, it needs not 11s is going to be the key to this, I think. The frets are pretty good. They're dressed nicely, which is
they
shocking.
are. Yeah, they're
not bad.
They're a little nippy. There's a hair scrape, but it's not like you're not cutting your carrots on it.
Which we've done before.
Yeah, we have shredded carrots on it.
So, you know, it's not the level job's not that bad either. It's not really buzzing.
Right.
But I gotta ding it a little bit on the action. It's not awful, but it's not good either. I'm just gonna give that a solid 5.
Okay, that's fair.
Because it's just,
I think it not having 11s would at least give it 2 more points.
I think you could be right. So 5 out of 10 on that one, I'm afraid.
Okay. How does it feel?
The feel, that's where the neck comes into play, like the neck shape, how, you know, the fret dressing and all that. If I just base it on feel and not the action itself, it's really quite nice, actually. And you know what? It feels solid. It feels well built. Clunk. It feels kind of nice. Is that plastic?
Yeah.
You definitely want a plastic neck plate on your Stratocaster. I'm going to give that an 8, actually.
Oh.
I think the feel is really nice.
Okay.
Because sometimes when you get these cheaper guitars, they have a really crap satin wood finish. And this is kind of semi-gloss, but it actually doesn't feel awful. And the frets don't cut you when you do this, which is nice.
Yeah.
So, 8 on that, I'm afraid.
Okay. How is your tuning?
Well, let's see. That's in tune.
That's... Elevens.
Oh, that is a lot of work. What? That's not fair. That's cheap. What have you done to this?
I put a new screw in it.
That's such the wrong screw for that application.
That's the smallest one you had. I couldn't find anything else.
I'm sorry. You have to look at the size of this screw that he put in there.
It needs the anchor for that 48.
Oh, that's horrendous.
Also, all the nuts on the tuners, on the tuning pegs, were all super duper loose.
Oh, I would imagine.
So what do you give him? Out of 10?
Okay, went a little out.
Okay, yeah, so the guy just went...
Shit. That's a 9, I'm afraid.
A 9? That's fair.
It's a 9. It's not great. If you played this in a gig and you were, chug-a-lugging along, it's going to go out of tune at some point.
Okay.
Probably.
You're not buying this guitar to go play gigs.
Somebody might be. You don't know that. 9. I can't give it a 10.
This is Devin Townsend's fucking guitar that he smashes on Teenage Wasteland. That's what he's buying it for.
It's the Amazon special is what it is. All right, 9. I stand by my mark.
Okay.
I don't want to give it a 10.
Cool factor.
That's a biggie, you see, because it's blue. That's good.
Yes.
This makes this guitar, in my opinion.
I love the burst.
The blue and black and the black screws.
Yeah, it matches.
Class. That's classy. That's really good. The back is all black. It's really actually quite nice. I mean, is it cool?
I think that's what made me buy it. I bought it on color alone. I bought it on that picture alone. I was
cool.
like,
I would say,
like, if this guitar is complete shit, I can make it halfway decent, but it's gonna look fucking sweet. Fucking cool guitar.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. I'm gonna give that
binding. Look at that binding.
I know it has binding.
There's even binding on the headstock.
Is there? Oh shit, there is.
Not on the fretboard, but it has it on the headstock.
9. Fine.
Okay.
Have your cool factor.
Great.
Would you like to calculator and tally that up?
Yep.
Well, I just take a sip of my Weller Antique here. I was hoping this would be much worse than this.
You are going to have a tough one to beat.
Am I?
38.5.
Out of 50?
Out of 50. That's tight.
That's tight.
That is tight.
I'll give you that. All right. Oh, you even got plastic on it still.
Oh, I know.
It's like brand new.
Basically.
Okay. Fair play. Let's trade here. Can have that. Yes, we'll take that. So here's how our scoring worked out on that section of things, if you are so inclined to be interested. Now, Buford will get to score my guitar. I'm going to pop up here just for a minute to make sure everything is all well and good. Yes, we are still recording. This is going to be a long video. Do apologize for that. All right, Buford.
Put this on the bed. I don't need this. Right.
Just shove that over there. Okay, Buford. So, we have a guitar here. What do you think of the tone of my humbucker? Let me emphasize this again. Humbucker equipped, whatever this is, first act thingy. It doesn't have a name. Out of 10 points.
I think it's all low end.
Is that?
But nothing else really cuts through. It's really good at the Dugga-Duggas.
Well, that's all I build it for, though.
I know.
This is a purpose-built machine here.
I'm sure it is. It's not awful. It's not great either. I don't think it's as good as my single coils.
Irritatingly enough, yeah.
I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Okay, that's more generous than I thought you were going to be.
I wanted to go 6, but I was like, it's at least a little clear.
It's not bad. If you're playing Green Day or Blink-182...
That's all you need.
Perfect.
Because they played exactly on this probably. When
yeah, probably. It's great. All right. Playability.
Playability. It's actually pretty nice.
It is nice. The action is lower than yours, I would say.
Much so.
Yeah, quite a bit. Frets are in good shape.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
It's
rock and roll.
There's a little sitar going on. There's no sitars in rock and roll.
There is sitars in rock and roll.
Name me one song.
Keith Richards, man, he used a sitar sometimes.
Okay.
An electric one, but it's not that bad.
It's not bad.
For a $60 guitar, I mean, come on.
I don't know.
Where are you going to get a $60 guitar with an action that low that is playable? Fine.
I'll be nice. I think I'm going to give that also 6.5.
Okay. All right. Can do. Still
It is low, but the buzzies are killing me too.
It does buzz a small amount, yes. Okay. Feel. What are we thinking on feel?
The feel's quite nice.
Yeah.
It feels a hair wide.
It is a little bit wider than yours. It's a bigger neck than yours. Sure.
Absolutely. But it's pretty nice. Fits in the hand well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give that an 8.
Okay.
That actually, there's no ouchies. Like even less ouchies than that.
We have a tie there. So we both tied on feel on 8. Okay.
Okay.
How is your tuning stability?
Well, let's find out.
I'm looking forward to this.
Let's just give it a little.
Come on. That's not that bad.
It's worse than mine.
Well, it's worse than yours, but it's not that bad.
I'll give that a 7.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair. I'll give you that. Cool factor.
Cool factor.
Now, here's the thing. I know for a fact Buford thinks that this is uncool.
I hate it.
He hates sticker guitars, especially. He hates punk in general. But
I don't hate punk.
You hate pop punk.
Kinda.
A little bit.
I like Sum 41.
That's my only point that I'm going to get here. Judge this objectively if you liked this sort of thing. If you wouldn't mind, please. Think you are 13 years old. You've just gotten a guitar. Green Day is your idol. That's your favorite band in the entire universe.
Here's the thing, is that this speaks to only that genre of people.
Yes, it does. It's very...
While, yes, if that genre of people would find this ridiculously awesome, all the other people are going to be like, what the fuck is that thing?
Yes, there is that. Yes.
So, on that note, I'm going to be fair.
Okay.
I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay, that's better than I thought. Whew.
Yes, because while all the 13-year-olds are going to love this.
Yeah.
But everybody else is going to hate it. That's the thing.
That's 100% accurate, I'm afraid. And Buford, my phone is over there, so if you would not mind calculating this for me, please. Because I can't be bothered to do it in my head. Because, math.
Okay, 6.5 plus 6.5.
38.5 to beat here.
Oh, hold on. There needs to be a point there.
That would, no, it doesn't. I think we're good. Don't need decimal points.
8 plus 7 plus 7.5. Okay, closer than I thought it was going to be.
What do we got?
What do you think?
I think it's going to be a 30. I think I've lost, actually. I think it's going to be a 36 something.
You have a 35.5.
It was close. 35.5. Damn! I've lost. But fair play, though. Your guitar is much better than I expected it to be. However, I still maintain if I had used my actual guitar, the Bush Light guitar, I would have won by a large margin.
I think you would have too.
Because that guitar is great.
Yes.
That one is... yeah.
It's a unicorn.
It's pretty good. Yeah. So, there we go. I lost, but for us just buying two $60 guitars off the internet...
On a whim,
not bad.
Not bad.
I mean, like he said, it's closer than I expected it to be. I expected to win by quite a large margin, but you know, you can't always get what you want. That was fun. It was kind of different. So, like I said, this guitar I have already previously given away. That will now go to that person. The Bushlight guitar ended up with Buford.
Yep.
I had another cheap guitar that is going to our admin Chuck to learn how to do wiring. And then we have this magnificent piece of machinery here that will be going to one of you. How we're going to do that, I have no idea. But
we'll have some whiskey tonight and figure that one out.
We'll do a meme competition or something like we did last time. One of you guys are going to win this guitar. So, yeah, that has been the Shaffordable Showdown. And yeah, I guess we will see you guys next time.
Take care. Ooh, that's gonna be good.
That's gonna be really good.
And that linen in a box, so you'll actually find it again.
No, it'll just stay there for the next year and a half, probably.